Moving on. Character to logical or a numeric or a factor, which is an interesting thing to do. This is an interesting thing. Everyone should try this. Please try this and let me know what is the answer you got it. Guys, I creating a variable x4 with the all a, b, c as the values, and this x4 is a character type variable. So if what is the value you are getting? Please respond. Please run this. What is the values that you are seeing for R, S, and T? Come on, guys. You are not running anything. That means you did not open the R Studio. You are simply looking at my screen, right? Nobody is responding. Only Gautam responded. What about others? Tarun, okay. Tarun said NA for logic. What about others? If you don't practice it, then you don't understand. You don't learn the subject. Yes. Okay. Let me run this. You guys are really sleeping. So when I run r equal to as dot logical and I'm passing this variable x4, the first thing is let me run what is this x4. See here, I have not defined x4 on the top. I simply use this one. It is actually giving me an error. System crips about it. So system is intelligent of whether you have defined the variable or not. Now I'm defining the variable x4. Okay. After that, now I wanted to run the same command as dot logical and see what R is actually going to have the value. See what is the value of R? Simply it is telling not available. It is not cribbing. System is not cribbing. If you do the same thing in C, C++ or Java, system will throw you an error. Compiler will throw you an error. But here R is not throwing you an error. Please remember these things. When you are trying to convert the data types of any data file from one data type to another data type, though you have done a mistake, R programming is not going to crib about it. It automatically assumes certain things and it will do the calculation. And if you carried away by that and you build the model on top of it, whole model will go for a toss. So you have to keep this in mind. So this class of x4, if I type class of x4, what is the class? It is telling me character, right? What values it has? A, comma, B, I mean A, B, C are the values. Now I am trying to convert the character variable into logical variable. System is telling it's not possible. It doesn't make any sense to convert the character variables into true or false kind of a logical variable. Are you with me? And when I do the same thing, when I try to convert these characters into numeric, let's see what system is going to crib about. It did not fail you, but it simply throw a warning message. Okay. And if I see what is the value here, again, it is not possible. But if you look at it in C, C++, if I use character and convert that into numeric, it will be returning the ASCII value of the character. You guys remember? Yes. It actually returns this value, ASCII value. That means if A, capital A, for example, it will returns the 65 value. Here, it actually tells me that, okay, there is something not coercive in nature, and it actually stores some not available values. Why it is important is when you try to open up data file from Excel and you are trying to create a data set using the R programming or a Python programming, right? Data might there are in some of the columns, data type will have such kind of mistakes. Such a situation, it automatically convert them into NA. It doesn't crib. It just gives you warning message, but system is, program will run without any error. Be, please be clear on these things. Now look at the factor variable. Sorry. So since factor variable is assuming that each one is an individual value and it has individual levels. So it is not cribbing anything, or it is actually simply converted that into factor variable with the values A, B, C, and levels are 3A, comma A and B and C. Is that clear? Any question, any doubt? Please respond, everyone. Okay. Now something called mixed objects. Again, it's related to the data structures. In the data structures that we define in C, in any traditional structural programming language or in objects, you have heterogeneous data types and the objects put together in a various forms. So this is a very easy to do the same thing that the same task is very easy to do it in R programming. Like 2 to 10, I wanted to have the numeric values and a character value Z. Using this combination, I want to create a variable X. See here, system beautifully done this job. If I type X, it will telling me 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all this stuff. But the catch here is, because there is a character variable is here that has a higher precedence with respect to the numeric, though it has generated the numbers from 2 to 10, but system treats the 2 as a character. Are you with me? Okay. So here now we are using the logical variables true or false, and we are trying to say 10 to 13. Let's see what the value system is going to contain. See what happened? True, it is assigned 1, for false it is assigned 0, and it repeated the numbers 10, 11, 12, 13. From the character, then the second precedence is your numeric. So numeric is considered, and these logical variables is converted into numeric, because logical variables always, when you convert them into the numeric, it is false is 0, true is 1. Fair enough? Now, here, I'm defining another variable called X with, okay, A as a character, and these two are logical values. Put together, we want to define we want to create a variable called X. See here, everything, because this is a character has highest precedence, so this is actually converted that into character. Even true or false also, it converted into character. Now the question comes, what will be the class of my X? Automatically, since it is A here, it is telling me character, it is character. But if I run this one, when I run this command and try to find out my class of this X variable, it automatically tells me that it is an integer. Hope this is clear to all of you. Please respond. Is this okay? Okay. Now let's move to another topic called classes and something called vectors. Okay. This is another way. I am taking you into this. I am creating another script file for you so that when you practice, when I send this file to you guys, upload it, so it will be easy for you to do this. I'm copying this. Okay. Now, there is something called assigning character. What you call operators. Generally, equal to is an assigning character operator. Sorry, right? If I simply type A equal to, system crypts about it. If I say A equal to B, system will take that. Sorry, that also it will not take it. But if I assume, if I try to compare or whatever, try to do the values around that, okay? If I want to assign the value something like A equal to 10, it takes it. So A equal to 10. That means you can assign the values, any values to any variable using your equal to. Similarly, there is another function, something called, you see here towards the left arrow. How do I type my left arrow? Number. I'm trying to define a variable called num and assigning this particular value into this variable. How do I do that? Less than and hyphen. Something like A less than hyphen, say 100. A equal to, then A will have the value of 100. And if I try to find out the class of A, it is telling me it is a numeric value, right? But if I run this num and I run the class of num, what it should say? Numeric one. You remember, integer means 100 means integer. Numeric means with your period. Yeah, integer 2L. Defining this, and then this, running this. This is integer. Similarly, logical. I mean, I already told you in covering this part. Just for me, just we'll rush through this. Then nothing. You already know this part. Okay. Only thing is, I wanted to tell you this is the complex is something which you are not aware of right now. What is this complex? Do you remember the complex numbers? 4 plus 3i, 10 plus 5i. I is an imaginary stuff, right? This is very important, guys. The reason is, when we talk about the transformation in data science, this is all about projecting the existing information onto a different plane altogether, which is again in terms of, we expressed in terms of these values, in terms of this particular data type, which is unique in R and Python, but not available in Java or data.NET or whatever. There are different functions using which you can generate this kind of a data type, but you have to write the code there over. Here it is simply all you have to do is you just assign this value. I'm assigning 4 plus 3i to X variable, and I'm trying to calculate my X. What is my X? What is the class of my X? It tells me complex. Character is, anyway, you are aware of the character. So there is another data type called raw, which is very important. There's something called, when I want to define a data variable as a raw data variable. So I'm right now there is a character string data science within the codes I assign to X. Okay, and I am using a function called char to raw. That means character to raw data, character to raw. Then I wanted to see what is this X is containing. Okay. So now, can any one of you break this decoding? Is my question. This is the homework to you. I am once again, I am repeating. I will say X data science. I see if I type X, it will show me data science. Now I use a function called character to raw data, and I assign it to X value. Now I type X. It is showing me something. This is the homework, guys. Or if you want to, someone wants to Google it out and Google it out and tell me, because this is important point. You need to understand this. And if I run the class of X, this is called as raw. Immediately, my ask to you, all of you, please run this. You search for this and then figure out what it is. And tell me now, right now, type that in the group chat so that others can see it. Then reply to everyone. Guys, you need to do this. This is the way I can make you to code in R by within 10 days. If you don't do this, then we are in trouble. Otherwise, you will listen to my lecture, and the moment you close, I will shut down the class, you will forget everything. Silence. Are you searching it, guys? Are you working on this? Okay, I'll continue. But this is a, you need to tell me tomorrow. I don't want to answer this now. Don't think that I don't know this. This is how I will keep checking you guys. In between, I will ask you to do code some logic. You have to do that. If you don't do that, then no point in teaching this way. Okay, moving on. Vectors. Vectors, nothing but it's a sequence, series of numbers, a series of characters, series of any data type, nothing but a vector. Okay, that is the definition of a vector. Now, very simple. I want to generate a vector 1 to 10. It's a sequence, guys. Simply it just created that. Vector 1. See here 1, 2, 3, 10. 1 to 10, it created a vector. When I say vector, it is a continuous stream of data. 1, I'm using colon for incrementing by default, the incrementer is 1 here. Did you understand this? 1, 2, 3, 4. The incrementer is 1. 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 4. I didn't specify any incrementer over here. I simply said 1 colon means 2, 1 to 10. Similarly, if I want to do in a reverse order, I have to say vector, I'm generating vector 2 starting from 10 to 1. Sorry guys. See here I'm using 10 colon 2. That means it starts from 10 and ends at 2. Okay. Now the beauty is I want to do something like this. Vector 3 equal to minus 5 to 20. That means from a negative number to positive number. Here minus 5 it started, it went all up to 20. Okay. And vector 4 again, instead of this is one way. See, these are all different ways of creating the vectors. Okay. So if I say class of any vector, for example, what it should say? It is an integer because numbers. So from our understanding perspective, this is a vector. Vector of what? Vector of integer. Same thing you can generate using concat function. C, using C function, you can create the vector. Sorry, that my variable type name is not correct, so it's wrong. See here, it generated the sequence 1 to 9. Fair enough? Just a small step, guys. I will stop after this. Similarly, instead of this way minus 5 to 10, you can create it. That means minus 5 to 10, I am generating the numbers. Minus 5 to 10. Similarly, I want to assign the specific values 10, 20, 30, something like this, and generate the vector. That is also possible. See, you can create even characters also as part of your vector, because anyway that is also in the form of a sequence. See here. Hope this is clear, guys.